4 generations of viewers, The Andy Griffith Show wasn't just a sitcom. It was a weekly visit to a town that felt like home. Mayberry's dirt roads, front porches, and courthouse steps became a fixture of American television, built on a cast whose chemistry made the fictional town feel real. Decades later, we look back at the actors who brought Mayberry to life and remember the paths their lives and careers took after the cameras stopped rolling. Frances Bavier, Aunt B. Taylor. Born December 14, 1902, Frances Bavier stepped into Mayberry at age 57 as Aunt B, the steady, nurturing presence who helped raise Opie alongside Sheriff Andy Taylor. She brought a lived-in warmth to the role, cooking, dispensing advice, quietly anchoring the household, that made Aunt B feel less like a character and more like family to viewers. That performance helped cement the show's cozy, values-driven tone. Bavier passed away on December 6, 1989, at age 86, after struggles with congestive heart failure, coronary artery disease, and cancer. Over 65 years since Mayberry first aired, Aunt B remains one of TV's most fondly remembered maternal figures. Don Knotts, Deputy Barney Fife. Don Knotts, born July 21, 1924, joined the show at 36 and turned Deputy Barney Fife into one of the greatest comic characters in television history. Jumpy, overconfident, and fiercely loyal to Andy, Barney's bungled attempts at law enforcement made him instantly endearing. Knotts' physical comedy and impeccable timing earned him multiple Emmy wins and made Barney the comedic backbone of the series. Knotts died February 24, 2006, at age 81, from complications related to lung cancer and pneumonia. More than 6 decades on, Barney Fife is still considered one of sitcom television's defining comic creations. George Lindsey, Goober Pyle. George Lindsey, born December 17, 1928, arrived in Mayberry at 36 to play mechanic Goober Pyle. With his signature laugh and easygoing charm, Lindsey made Goober, often simple-minded on the surface, into a character defined by honesty and dependability. He became a beloved fixture of the town well beyond his early appearances. Lindsey died May 6, 2012, at age 83, following a brief illness complicated by heart failure. Goober remains one of the most affectionately remembered small-town characters in TV history. Howard McNear, Floyd Lawson. Howard McNear, born January 27, 1905, was 55 when he began playing Floyd Lawson, Mayberry's amiable barber. Floyd's shop was more than a set piece. It was where the town's gossip, humor, and heart converged. McNear, already an accomplished radio and film veteran, continued performing even after suffering a stroke during the show's run, a resilience that earned deep respect from cast and audience alike. He died January 3, 1969, at age 63, from complications of that stroke. Floyd Lawson still represents the unhurried, friendly spirit that defines Mayberry for fans. Tom Jacobs, Mayberry townsman. Tom Jacobs appeared in small roles as a townsman and grocer, part of the rotating cast of familiar faces that made Mayberry feel populated and real. Though little is documented publicly about his life and career, his brief appearances contributed to the show's signature sense of community, proof that even minor characters helped build the world audiences fell in love with. Aneta Corsaut, Helen Crump. Aneta Corsaut, born November 3, 1933, joined the cast at 30 as schoolteacher Helen Crump, whose slow-building romance with Sheriff Andy Taylor became one of the show's most cherished storylines. Helen brought intelligence and independence to Mayberry, giving Andy a partner rather than simply a love interest, and their relationship unfolded with a naturalism uncommon for the era. Corsaut died November 6, 1995, at age 62, from cancer. Helen Crump is still remembered as one of the show's most well-rounded female characters. Andy Griffith, Sheriff Andy Taylor. Andy Griffith, born June 1, 1926, was 34 when he introduced the world to Sheriff Andy Taylor, a lawman who solved problems with patience and common sense rather than force. As both sheriff and single father to Opie, Griffith gave the show its emotional center, and his easy rapport with the rest of the cast helped make the series one of the most influential family sitcoms ever produced. Griffith died July 3, 2012, at age 86, from a heart attack. More than 60 years after the show premiered, Sheriff Taylor endures as a symbol of quiet integrity. Hal Smith, Otis Campbell. Hal Smith, born August 24, 1916, was 43 when he began playing Otis Campbell, Mayberry's good-natured town drunk, famous for locking himself in his own jail cell after a night out. Beyond the role, Smith had an extensive career as a voice actor in animation, giving him a legacy that stretched well beyond Mayberry. He died January 28, 1994, at age 77, from complications related to heart failure. Otis remains one of the show's most fondly recalled running gags. Jack Dodson, Howard Sprague. Jack Dodson, born May 16, 1931, joined the show at 33 as Howard Sprague, the county clerk whose shyness and occasional lack of confidence made him one of Mayberry's most relatable residents. Over time, the character was given more depth, letting Dodson show Howard's quiet growth. Dodson died September 16, 1994, at age 63 from liver failure. Howard Sprague is still remembered as a gentle, humble presence in the show's later seasons. Hope Summers, Clara Edwards. Hope Summers, born November 30, 1896, joined the cast in her mid-60s as Clara Edwards, a cheerful neighbor and frequent companion to Aunt Bee. Summers, a seasoned actress by the time she arrived in Mayberry, brought effortless authenticity to even the smallest scenes. She died June 17, 1979, at age 82, from cancer. Clara Edwards remains a warm, familiar face in the show's ensemble. Betty Lynn, Thelma Lou. Betty Lynn, born August 29, 1926, was 34 when she began playing Thelma Lou, Barney Fife's devoted girlfriend. Their relationship gave audiences a softer glimpse of the excitable deputy and became one of the show's most beloved romantic pairings, powered by genuine chemistry between Lynn and Don Knotts. Lynn died October 16, 2021, at age 95, of natural causes. Thelma Lou is still remembered as a symbol of patient, quiet devotion. Paul Hartman, Emmett Clark. Paul Hartman, born March 1, 1904, entered the show in his early 60s as Emmett Clark, the town's fix-it shop owner. A veteran of vaudeville, Broadway, film, and television, Hartman brought decades of performing experience to a role built on practical wisdom and easy charm. He died October 2, 1973, at age 69, from liver failure. Emmett Clark remains one of Mayberry's dependable, everyman fixtures. Eleanor Donahue, Ellie Walker. Eleanor Donahue, born April 19, 1937, was 23 when she played Ellie Walker, Mayberry's independent pharmacist and one of Andy Taylor's early love interests. Though her run on the show was short, Ellie helped establish the gentle romantic tone that would recur throughout the series. Eleanor Donahue is 89 years old today, and Ellie Walker is still remembered as an important piece of the show's early seasons.